Anyway, on the same bit of cutting people off, we have Vera Sidika, who says she is blocking each and every person who has an opinion about her child. Socialite Vera Sidika has called out her fans, asking her to stop posting her daughter on social media. Oh. In a recent post, the mother warned her fans. This is what she says. This is what one fan wrote. The fan was like, let the baby breathe. Too much social media is not good for her at that age. And Vera Sidika responded with, no mosquito. No mosquito will tell me how to raise my child. You didn't help me carry her for 9 months, so you have no opinion on how she should be raised. Za wako ufiche. Hey, another fan came out and said, you should shave her hair, her bath hair. The more you keep it on, you ruin the texture. Later on, you will have to do away with it completely. So Vera Sidika is very upset with these people because they're like, they each have an opinion on what she should be doing with her child. And I experienced the same thing. I had aunties who would come up and be like, mtoto hakulangi hii, hukula hii. I had to cut off so many people. And it's actually, this is after the pandemic, we have people who give unsolicited advice, especially to newborn mothers. I know I am a new mom. This is my first time, but trust me, I have done my research. From the time this child was conceived to the time she was given birth to, I have done my research. I know a few things on how to keep this baby alive, on how to nurture my child. So why then do people feel the need to, butt in and give their unsolicited opinions? Let me tell you a story. Just after I had had my kid, he was just a newborn. And I didn't want people to come visit because of the pandemic. First of all, because of the pandemic. I didn't want visitors. I didn't want people who come and cough on your kid. I just wanted my time alone to bond with my child, nini. But my aunties arrived unannounced. Let me tell you, that was just the end of me. It wasn't social media. I didn't block them. I cut them off physically. Because they came in and they had all these opinions on how I should be raising my child. And they're like, siku zetu, mtoto alikuwa anafanya hivi. And I was exclusively breastfeeding, but I didn't have enough milk. So I had to supplement with formula, nini. So they were like, ni sababu haukuli, unataka kukaa na figure na shape. Such comments when you're doing the best you can. You're doing the best you can to raise your child, but everyone seems to have an opposing opinion on the method you're using. And it's so frustrating for moms, and I understand where Vera is coming from. So what you should do is protect your peace. Whatever you do, protect your peace. If you need to block them, block all of them. Even if someone says hi in a very bad tone, and you could read it from the text. She said hi, and it didn't look very high-ish. Block them, protect your peace. And I used to feel so depressed. It's like I didn't know what I was doing. Like, why would you do that? And they even came and cooked njahe and minji and nini. I understand you were trying to help, but that was not the best way to go about it. The same way with fans approaching celebrities. Don't go to a celebrity's page and just assume she doesn't know what she's doing. This is her child. It's not your child. You've never contributed to this child's welfare or anything. All you do is give your opinion from social media. Someone is like, I am a mom, I would know. But you're raising two different children, You can't know about how her hair will grow out on her child. It's not even the same ethnicity. That's the problem. We all have different hair types. So this fan was so entitled. And she was like, as a mother, I know you should shave your nywele ya kwanza so it doesn't affect the rest of the hair. That's false. It's actually very false. I even did this with my son. My mom would be like, nyoa huo mtoto nywele. But my son had an afro, because it looked good on him. He seemed to enjoy it. I didn't want to shave the hair. Maybe it's cold, nini. So I understand where she's coming from, and she should keep up the same energy. Just block them. You know what you're doing for your child. You love your child. You're an amazing mom, regardless of what people will say, and just do you.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're coming from a very friendly point of view.
Yeah.
And I completely understand where you're coming from, because of course we need to protect our own. But here is the truth of the matter. One, unsolicited advice is never going to end. Let's just be all the way honest.
Yeah.
It is the age of the internet. When the WWW was released and unleashed upon this world, it came with a backlash of just so much garbage on your page, on your posts, on everything. And number two, I think unless it's something that is, because I'm reading through these comments that people are putting up there, and I really just genuinely don't see the issue here. Okay, people said shave your child's hair. They didn't say you must go and shave that child, otherwise. No one is pointing a gun to your head.
The thing is, it was a very condescending tone.
It's not condescending unless you perceive it as condescending. And that's the thing. Perception, perception, perception. No one has said it loudly. It's like, if you're going to post your child, if you're going to post anything, including my shoe, I know right now if I posted and showed you my shoe, someone would give an opinion, a stupid one at that. But it is my power to keep that energy and instead of expending it to someone who clearly doesn't know anything about shoes because I bought them myself. It's my shoe. I want to do what I want to do with my shoe. In the same way, I feel like these are just comments. These are just things people will say. And again, it seems like a lot of breakdown of just like, times. You know, times have changed, right? There were times when children wouldn't be allowed to eat this or do that, or you can't, do this to your child. You can't do the other thing to your child. But the thing is, mothers are becoming very, very more well-researched. Mothers are becoming very aware of what they want to do with their child. As you're planning on having this child, as you've kept this child in your womb for 9 months, you already know the kind of lifestyle that you want to introduce and put this kid through. So it is absolutely within your rights to do whatever you want to do with your child. However, if you're going to tell us something about them, show us a picture, we are going to comment. We are the in-laws and we will always have something to say. I'm telling you, in-laws of the internet, of the WWWs, that's what we do. We just give you all the things that we think you can do. And even you, aren't you guilty? Think about it. Before you became a celebrity, did you never ever go to someone's page and like look through and you're like, wow, and yeah, by there, you look like you need my help. And then, blah, give all your help. I remember one time, and I'm so guilty, and I don't even remember the name of this particular person. They were very new to vlogging. It was back then when people on YouTube were like two Kenyans on YouTube or something like that. It was like Nancy Moi and some other girl who's now, I have forgotten her name, don't even know who she was, but I have completely forgotten. And I could see her vlogging, and every time I'm just like, girl, this girl looks so lonely. Maybe she needs a friend. Let me offer myself up to her as a friend. And I kid you not, I went to her DMs. And with no shame, I wrote exactly that.
Can I be your friend?
Oh my God, you look so lonely. It looks like you need a friend.
Girl.
Let me offer myself up as a friend for you. Let me just be that person for you. And shameless as I was then, it came from such a good intention because I looked through their videos, I saw their lifestyle, and in my head, it just seemed like they were lonely and I was just really trying to help. I was really just trying to be your friend. But I can imagine now, if someone came to my DM and said some nonsense like that, I would smack them blue-black. You know why? Because I know better now. So let's just get to that point where remember the time when you were that idiot. Remember? And then just calm yourself down and ignore that post and move on with your life. That's all I can say, Vera, because it's going to come and it's going to keep coming. And you're always down there. We will keep talking. Moving on swiftly.
No, sorry.
No.
Before you just post something on someone's, just breathe in and then breathe out.
Actually, but you know sometimes you come with such good intentions. Like me, I'm over there telling you look lonely. I genuinely have perceived your loneliness. I'm just trying to be a friend.
Which brings me to the next question. Is it okay for children to have social media pages?
Girl, that's a you problem. I'm telling you, it's you and your child. If you're going to put them on there, you're going to see that nonsense. So you decide. Are you ready to face the nonsense? You're ready.
The audience should tell us. Would you be okay if you your child had a social media page, or will you wait for them to be old enough to open their own page and just?
How will you make the coin though?
How
will you make the coin?
That's the other thing.
How will you make the coin from
you
all
want
the brand endorsements?
Partnerships.
Please let us know. The number is still 0770-729-366. Do you think Vera is going too far, or do you think the fans are going a little too far, like Kathomi saying people are lonely?